Hey, Dusk the Viking here, and I've got a new game to show off for you today. This game's not out yet. It's going to hit early access July 16th, so here in about, roughly about a week, week and a half, depending on when you're watching this video. But it's a really interesting game. It's in the same genre as Phasmophobia. It's a ghost hunting game, but it's definitely not the same as Phas. In Phasmophobia, you're trying to verify, paranormal activity and then the ghost, right? You're trying to verify that you have a ghost there. In this game, you're playing the team that comes in later to fight and exorcise the ghost from the location. Thank God it's not just a one-to-one clone of Phasmophobia. It's actually like a whole different mode and a different way, a different type of game in the same genre. But, yeah, shoot, where do we get started here? I guess the first thing I should really point out is that what I'm playing on is a pre-alpha build. So this is going to be even more rough around the edges than what you're going to play come the 16th. And, it's a small indie game, just like Phas was on launch. So all those things, expect, small indie, rough around the edges sort of game, but there's some really fun and interesting gameplay. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and pop in to a ghost hunt, and I will show you some gameplay. The other thing is that this game is a lot harder than Phas, because the ghost can be really aggressive. It is really aggressive. So when I walk in here, this thing could potentially, within the first 30 seconds of being in the house, come after me and attack me. It will follow you outside. It can follow you outside, but it cannot get inside the Winnebago here. This is our safe spot. So with that said, let's get inside this creepy two-story building. This is currently the smallest map in the game. The others are a bit bigger. I'm going to go ahead and throw the book here. I'm going to take and drop our camera here. Didn't really hear anything while I was in there. That might be good or bad. And now we'll get one of our other pieces of equipment. Let's go ahead and grab... you know what? Actually, let's just connect to the camera. And you can connect up 3 different cameras. And let's take a look and see if we got anything. Now you can see like the visual glitching and artifacting and stuff. That's intended. That is going to be there on all your gear. But the closer that the ghost gets... Oh! It's just strolling around. The closer it gets, the more glitchy your camera will get. Wow, we have a lot of activity in that room. Maybe I should move the ghostwriting book over there. Well, anyway, that is a heads up on where we might have ghost activity. It's just roaming around. Was it... Oh, I can't see. It's too dark. Sometimes you can't see the ghost with the naked eye. You need the night vision, but it looked like it might have been fully manifested. Let's get this back on. I'm going to see if I can get an EMF read. This seems to be the easiest piece of evidence to get. I think I turned the brightness up a little much. Okay, here's our activity. Alright, that's starting to tick up. So I'm going to leave that scanner in there, and hopefully it'll tick up over time. It's facing down. I'm not sure if that's going to affect it. I might need to actually get it set up. Oh, it seems to be a lady. And now she's either heading upstairs or somewhere else. But, so, we did get a reading with the EMF, and this brings us to a part of the game I can start to explain, and that's putting the clues together. And I definitely have the brightness turned up too high because this is kind of hard to read. So these are kind of like your optional objectives. We detected a spirit with the analyzer, and we detected a spirit with the EMF reader. The analyzer was that big, bulky white thing that I threw in there. That'll slowly tick up and then give us a reading once it hits 100%, I think. I think that's how it works. Again, parts of the game are pretty complicated. And the starter gear, a lot of the starter gear is like hand-me-down jank gear and does not work as good as the gear that you buy with your in-game money. For example, the neutrino gun here, once the battery runs out, it's dead. But the one that you buy has a recharger, and it will slowly recharge itself over time. Which could mean that, most ghosts are not possible to fully exorcise with your starter gear. Without maybe some lucky guessing or something. But yeah, first piece of evidence. What type of ghost is this? I'm not 100% sure. Ghosts have to be identified purely on behavior. Poltergeists like to play with objects, but be careful. It doesn't like the presence of other people, especially if they manipulate objects. So you can piss a poltergeist off by messing around with things. Shadow people likes to live in the dark. It hates light, prefers to stay discreet. Revenant hangs on to the physical world. It likes silence and is recommended to not disturb it with noise. Now, we got an EMF reading, but I couldn't see it, so I don't think it was manifested. And then you have the demon, which is very aggressive. Child ghost, which you can identify because it actually has an appearance, like it will look small. So it was, compared to some of the other ghosts I've gotten to get, whoa, it's over here now. It's standing on the walls. Compared to some of the other ghosts, I want to get this one's fairly passive, and it seems to just be enjoying the fact that the room or the house is all dark. So I am going to say that we have shadow people, or a shadow ghost in here. I'm going to say that that's our ghost. Now, what type of shadow do we have? Well, the EMF did not go to level 5. It looked like it was banging around at a 3 to 4. So that's what we're going to plug in here. Now, we've still got some other things that we need to do, like we need to check to see if there's a temperature, see if we get like EVPs or stuff like that. I'm going to go in there and check on the temperature really quick. Switch my flashlight over there, turn this on. And we're just going to kind of stay discreet. We're not going to bug it too much. Did not appear to drop the temperature anywhere in there where it was active. We might need to walk around a little bit more. But as I mentioned before, the ghosts are very aggressive. How aggressive are they? So this is the second video I recorded. The first one was a Revenant. And by this point in the video, I was already dead. So I was like, we didn't really get to show off much of the gameplay. Like, I went in there and I did two things. And then it appeared in this doorway and body blocked me. So I went running through the house. There's a back door. I got into the backyard. And then it ran me down and killed me in the backyard. Oh! Oh, God. Okay. This is bad. Is it actually coming after me? Yep. Oh, this is bad. It is sad times. So I did not get away from that Revenant. So then I'm like, well, crap. We're gonna have to, change this up a little bit. All right. Well, you know what we can do though? Let's pretend we got some of the other stuff here. Once you get everything figured out, let's say that it didn't drop the temperature at all. So we've just got like a nil temperature rating. The entity scan, let's say it comes back with, I don't know, a random number. And then let's say it writes in symbols, but then it doesn't talk. And we've got this. So then we hit our exorcism. and we would have to throw coarse salt at it, summon it close to a tiger's eye stone, throw some holy water on it, and then do a flash close-up with the instant camera there. Now, currently, we don't have a scan and we don't have any writing. Currently, all we have is coarse salt and the flash. So I'm going to grab the salt. What was it now? And I'm going to grab the camera. So this will partially exorcise the ghost at the very least. So I'll go in and get these stages. That'll make it safer. My flashlight's so bright because I turned up the brightness too high, but it does not look like there's any writing in there. Woo! Okay, that... No! Closing the doors can save your lives. Okay, that might not have been a shadow, or... Okay, so that was another flipping Revenant. Revenants are monster bastards in this game, too. So, yeah, it's very aggressive. I thought hitting it with the salt and dispelling it would buy me more time, so I fiddled around in there a little bit longer. Of course, I also thought it was a shadow, and it was not. But yeah, end result plus 10 experience points, and then we got $21. Now we can come here to Ghost Market, and we can see all the stuff we can buy. A bigger flashlight, tripod, but they're level gated, so we do need to level up more. We're only level 2 right now. Click back. You can see a nice, bigger, better camera, more photo cameras. You know, some of the other tools and tools that probably work better than the hand-me-down garbage in the van. More writing books, consumables, and then things that can protect you. But yeah, so that's the game in a nutshell. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Of course, again, just as a reminder, this is a pre-alpha build. They're adding stuff to it almost every day at this point, getting it ready for the early access launch, which again is coming July 16th. So this is definitely a much jankier version of the game than you will get a hold of once this releases. I'm just showcasing some of the gameplay and, you know, the in and outs of the game and how to play it. Because I think it's pretty fun. I like it. I definitely want to play more of it. I think I'm level 2 now. Yeah, I'm level 2. And I've yet to exorcise a ghost. I've just been going in there and fiddling around and trying to figure out how to use the equipment and figure out what all this stuff means and all that stuff. And even then, it's been kind of fun. I'm enjoying, you know, the difficulty and the fact that it's, you know, got a lot more steps and stuff like that. You know, and it's definitely still got some spooks and scares in there, too. I've seen a lot of random crazy stuff. Turning on lights and having the light bulbs explode. I got locked into a part of the house for a little bit at one point. Having the ghost scream and howl. You know, they can write on the walls. Now, like, there's just all kinds of crazy stuff that happens in this game. But yeah, keep your eye on this game. I think it's absolutely going to be worth checking out. So, anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, this is Ghost Hunter Corp. And it's a pretty cool game.